Welcome back to Books and Pals. Let's play some more Iratus, Lord of the Dead. And if you don't know what this game is, then go back to episode 1 and watch it. I'm done explaining. We are playing the hardest difficulty mode, and we're in front of the first boss. And we don't have the best team. We're damaged already. We lost so much on the way. I mean, it's just so painful. And I am very much prepared that we just might die here. But if not, then we at least gonna made it through one floor, so that's kind of cool. We also have no people doing anything here, and that's just, yeah, it is what it is. I should probably have somebody in the arena leveling up for the case that we do make it out. Question is, do I have anything useful I can even reliably build? We lack bones for another bride, and I don't necessarily want another bride. We lack ectoplasm for another soul. We could maybe build another Knigget. Could probably build another Knigget, that's not the absolute worst. Get some dust going. And just run this ectoplasm. Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly build another knight. And maybe look for some other armor too. So we have somebody leveling up. Everything else would be just bad.
A skeleton will clean up this mess later. Behold my
okay, 2 dread, 3 evasion is good armor. And then we need what? Dust?
Ah, the smell of successful alchemy.
I'm just gonna give him the luck dust because we don't have you don't have the resources to just keep on going. So let's create one knight in Bangkok. Yeah, that's the one, that's the one, that is not the one. And that's the one, sure.
To him, the world is as
Craft a little one knight,
as armor.
put him in the arena, let him train up. So at least we have a chance of having a team if we do make it to the boss fight. But let's make it to the boss fight first. To battle! The undead care not for jingling metal. I don't like metal. Okay, I think it's the same guy I fought before. I believe he keeps on resummoning people. Can I do it again? Target next menu, critical hit. I don't think any of these make any sense right now. What's your debuff? Minus 10 luck because he hit that mummy. Okay. Question is, do I immediately start on... I think I do this. And then this. Just start getting rid of those wards. So we can start stacking stress debuffs on him. He has a lot of stress. I mean, it's not like we can just kill him that way. Don't crit me. 26% crit and you crit me again. I'm just gonna start with this. Wait, oh, that doesn't add a dot. Never mind, that was a bad move. I thought that was this E. I want to get the stress damage ticking. What's that buff? Bonus attack. Okay, so the little ones need to be killed, is what you're saying. And that stance needs to be removed. Ow. Let's remove the stance. And get a lot of stress going. Let's... No, I want the knight. We have 100, so I'm gonna ultimate this guy. I think we're gonna have enough to also ultimate the knight. Oh yeah, we got that bonus wrath from our item. Right. Don't keep jingling them up, I hate it. Maybe we should have brought a lost soul to eat all these buffs. Stop critting me! How much is your crit? 50%. Okay, that's a lot of crit. Still, stop critting me, please. Could go for the big nuke. No, I want the Q on him, I think.
Rot their flesh and their soul.
Made that guy insane. Cowardice. It's gonna do stress damage to everybody. That's nice. Don't. Ow! Ow! It's just gone. Yeah, we're gonna have a problem, guys. It's not going great here, if you didn't notice. I'm gonna keep stressing you out.
Extinguish hope.
I think that may be our only chance. Anybody with a stance? No, so just... Oh, you redirect to other people, right. You're a coward. That extra damage that they're getting is starting to become very scary. Don't...
Used to be one of you.
Yeah. Unlucky. So much for unlucky. Oh! I mean, he's starting to take a lot of stress damage, which is nice. I don't actually remember if boss fights here end when the enemy, when the boss is dead.
Extinguish hope.
Or whether that only ends when the, Miss me? No.
Congratulations.
Yeah. The girl's gonna have to try to do this on her own. That seems unlikely. I mean, I may have approached this the wrong way.
Extinguish hope.
But didn't feel like I had a lot of a chance. I mean, if you had things that killed these enemies or got a bit luckier on these insanities, like a bunch of...
My plans will not be undermined so easily.
Won't they though? I mean, we can run our remaining party of stuff we can just cobble together somehow. Like this level 1 knight. She's probably gonna have to come. And I just hope that the stress is still there. If the stress isn't there, then we're just dead anyway. And then we're just gonna create a wraith maybe. Even though it's frictionally expensive. Because we don't have ectoplasm. And that's a really bad dust for you too. We have no more dust, do we? Ooh. Yeah, we're just gonna run. I'm gonna make some better rags, but otherwise we're just gonna run in there with a really bad team and hope that we did enough damage early on that we can just somehow do this.
Skeleton will clean up this mess later.
If that doesn't work for bosses, then we're just doomed anyway. So let's see if we can somehow rescue this to at least killing a boss. I didn't want the attack dust, that's why I re-rolled, not dust, the rags. Wait, did I want those rags? Yes. Never mind.
The path is signed. Let's hope there was no fine print.
And then slot 2, I don't think I can make a mummy, can I? Well, I can. Actually. Bonus attack bones are pretty bad. Can make better flesh and better rags, maybe. Let's try it. Alchemy, rags.
It's no gold, but it will do. Behold my work.
Yeah, okay, evasion I'll take. And then flesh. Flesh.
Skeleton will clean up this mess later.
I'll take it. The only hope I have for this party at all is that we've dealt a lot of stress damage to the enemy already. So if the fight is won after killing the boss, then I shouldn't have used those bones.
Unlucky than being lucky myself.
Then we might have a shot there. Otherwise, yeah, just over. Let's go. See what happens. For science, can a level 1 party and a damage level 4 bride kill a hopefully... No, they're not at all stressed out. Okay. This is gonna be the run, guys. There's no way this works out now. I mean, I guess what I'm gonna try to do is deal with these guys and just keep on having some stuff ticking on the boss. So try to run. Wait, you're an irrelevant target for E? Oh. You are. Fine, let's do it here. So I have no hopes for this. But if we get lucky, then maybe? He also removes stress too from these guys. Maybe running a stress team here is just bad. I don't think that's it though. I think it's just general that we... I think the last group had a chance. Maybe? If I had played it differently. I don't know that's true, but that might have been a thing. I don't think this group has any chance. Nobody's on the stands. I'm just gonna try to get that guy insane. Failing. There we go. Berserk. No, not Berserk. Berserk increases damage. Also increases damage taken. Which I think includes sanity. But this means we have to immediately kill it. Because if we don't, that's just awful. Let's Q on it, I guess. Did I already have a Q on it? I don't remember. Let's run the shuffle to try to get rid of this stance. We missed. And that's a big hit. And that's a big hit. And that's a big hit. Ow! Yeah, this is... I haven't found the team yet to deal with the requirements of this difficulty mode yet. I don't think. So I believe he resummons guys. That's why I didn't focus on his guys in the first time. Because I think he's just gonna make new guys. But... let's get rid of that ward. See, they're going to stands and then not getting the stands off is fine.
It was not the right tool for the job.
I just don't know. If you have ideas, I know it's too early to give my spiel on talking to me in the comment section, but honestly, if you have any ideas how I could approach this better, I'm gonna try out in our next run. Unfortunately, we still don't have a vampire to build. I'm still gonna try out the physical composition suggested by Rod in the comments. I want to see if that works. Also want to keep learning about stress compositions, but it hasn't worked out well for me. I mean, maybe we got unlucky fighting those two golem fights, and maybe if we hadn't had those diminishing our resources, would have had a better chance to just beat this boss. But as it is, yeah, it's just seems impossible, especially with the boss just resurrecting. I mean, regrowing everything. If it was like a normal fight where they kept the damage they had,
My hordes are without number.
then maybe. But as it is, we just get crushed here. Cannon fodder. Achievement unlocked. I assume that's the first time I actually lost. I don't know that it can lose. Maybe it's just that I lost a bunch of things. But yeah, we're done here. I could probably rebuild one more grey level 1 party, but that's not gonna do it. I know. Just want to show the map. Well, that's our first run of Iratus on hardest difficulty. Again, I played the normal difficulty on my own, or with my brother, but not on screen. And we just one-shot it. Didn't lose there. But this difficulty, I think it's a lot harder. On Job Frames, Zeke said that the hardest difficulty seems too easy to him. So he died 3 times in the normal, and then he said the hardest one was too easy because you get too many rewards. I can't so far agree with that. I certainly haven't tried all the combinations yet, and certainly haven't found all the tricks yet. But it seems like even the level 4 party on the first floor just gets murdered if they meet the wrong enemies. And there's so much crit flying around, and that's actually a thing I greatly dislike. I think that's bad game design. So crit can add, randomness is not necessarily bad, it can add excitement. But here crit, well, two things. For one, there's just way too much crit on the highest difficulty. It's no longer critical damage, it's no longer excitement, it's just bam, more damage, right? If the enemies have 50% crit chance, then it's just more damage. That's no longer added excitement. Oh, maybe crit, maybe don't crit. It's just, yeah, crit. But the second thing, and that I think is really the bad one, is, what's going on with this finger? Is that critting bypasses a bunch of mechanics, especially block and ward. So you have these mechanics to make things less squishy, to make them block the first X attacks that they take and all that, which is really the only useful defensive mechanic in the game as far as I'm concerned, because with the numbers of damage flying around, armor and resistance just don't do much. But if that's just get bypassed 50% of the time, you can't rely on it at all. What are you supposed to do, right? It's 50-50, your guy dies or gets hit into the wall. Just like that. And that, it doesn't feel like, and I'm not complaining about it being difficult, I want it to be difficult. Playing on hard mode, I want it to be difficult. But I don't like sitting there and taking these too big randomness things, right? A coin flip is not interesting to me. 10% crit chance that does something and then adds stress to your party, like in Darkstone, and you're like, oh no, how does he crit me again? It's so bad and awful, but I have a way to come back, and that's cool. I like that.
The dead have no need.
Flip a coin, or you lose? I'm not a fan. And that compounds itself in these golems that we fought, because they have what, 50% accuracy in the beginning? So it's already super random. They have high crit chance and low accuracy, so it's like 25%, no, 50%, nothing happens. 25%, you just get pounded to the ground. 25%, you just get a big hit. What's that? Is that fun? That's supposed to be fun? And then that gets added to, on top of the, hey, we're immune to everything except if you have, like, they're immune to stress because they don't have sanity. They're immune to ignite. So all the burning things. We didn't use any burning, but there's a whole burning mechanic in the game that's just not used there. They're essentially immune to physical attacks, except for ones that ignore armor, because they have like 26 armor. So we just do 0, 0, 0. So all you can do is use armor ignoring attacks, which there are few, or magic attacks that don't use ignite, of which there are very few. And if you don't have the right party, they just murder you, and then they have the whole added randomness thing. And then in Darkest Dungeon, you could stack accuracy debuffs so that you don't get hit by people. So if there was somebody that had a big hit chance of hitting you, or no, a low chance of hitting you but big damage, you could debuff the accuracy to essentially 0, and then you could just do stuff. Here, minimum accuracy is 25%, so you're still flipping that coin. You're still there. Nope. Oh no, I'm dead. Don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not saying I don't like the game. And I'm fully aware that this early access, this is being tuned every patch. They're changing things up and down. So this is not me bashing on the game. This is me bashing on some of the game design that's currently in there. And I think the excessive randomness with excessively big outcomes is not a lot of fun. At least it doesn't feel. Maybe there's a way to mitigate it, but still, it doesn't feel very good. So I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of. Sorry, you picked the wrong composition. You guys are all dead. What's that? It's like, okay, maybe it's supposed to make me pick a mixed composition that can deal with everything, but I don't know that that's actually possible in the hardest difficulty right now. Maybe that is. I certainly haven't tried all the things, but it doesn't feel like it. So I don't think you can build a composition that can do good stress damage, physical damage, and magic damage. I just don't think that's a thing. And if you can't, then
My conquest is
what are you supposed to do?
complete.
You build a composition and you run against the right enemies and it's all going fine. Or you run against the wrong enemies, there's the coin flip again. And you lose your 4 guys. You can't run. I mean, you can run, but you still lose your 4 guys. And then you just get reduced in resources until exactly this happened to me. To you, right? You end up at the final boss and you have no more resources and you just get murdered. And maybe I should have done less upgrading of my parts and run with more basic units. So we would have more parts in reserve so we could just constantly rebuild squads. But it's not only the parts that we're missing, right? It's also the brains, the experience that was just kept getting away. Maybe you're supposed to keep like 4 brains around for the final boss. It's just you do the rest with expendable units, keep losing them, send in another squad, it's fine, it's just expendable units. And then for the final boss, you use 4 level 4 or 5 brains and build up some big, powerful units, and then maybe defeat them that way. Maybe that's a way to play it. It doesn't sound fun, doesn't sound right. That shouldn't be the modus operandi here, I think. But it could be a thing, maybe. So that, some of my thoughts on what's going on here, what we lost. What do I like? I like the expandability of the units. Well, it's two-sided thing. By the way, there's not going to be any more gameplay this episode. I'm just going to keep on talking about what I like and what I don't like about the game, and then there's going to be more gameplay when I start a new run. So if you're just here for the gameplay, thank you for watching. Anyway, so I like the expandability of units on the one hand because it's not so devastating if some of you guys get crit away, as it was in Darkest Junction, which is obviously my comparison here. On the other hand, on the flip side, you don't build a relationship to the units. I don't think they even had names. Do they have names? Do you have a name, Zombo? Let's get out of here. Zombo, do you have a name? No. I can name him, I suppose. Yep. Cannon fodder. But this is what they are, right? Even if I can name them, they're so expendable that who cares? And they don't really differ much. They don't have the Dark Dungeon traits or anything yet in the game, so it's not like, oh, that's the guy, that's the kleptomaniac, oof, but I have to take him, he's so good otherwise, but he will steal my stuff, and it's like, that whole level is just not there. They're just dudes. So whatever, pretty whatever, honestly. But again, it makes for less devastation when you actually lose. Then this thing here, Darkest Dungeon always allows you to come back. Even if you lose all your guys, you can just recruit some more cheap guys, do some level 1 runs and come back. There's a lot of grinding because of that in Darkest Dungeon, and that's just not in this game. So there's again a front and back side to that as well. But I don't like that my whole run is toast now. This is not enough, to me at least, not enough of a roguelike to make the new run significantly different. And like, oh yeah, I unlocked all these new things, and then the run might be so very different and things are random. That doesn't seem like the thing. It's just okay, game over, try again, sort of. So roguelike, not so sure. And again, Darkest Dungeon, I could just come back and do a bunch of grinding and then send another party against the boss, which we can't do here. Also, there's a lot of management in between, and I like management, don't get me wrong, but you've seen this. I had about 2 battles every episode because the rest of it was just building things and managing things and upgrading items and doing all that. There's very little of the combat there. It's like maybe 50-50 of the time. So that's not nuts. But this still I'm complaining here, but this is promising. It's a promising game. I think there's a lot here that could work well. And I'm gonna keep having an eye on this and maybe even run a new campaign on it. I'm not super decided to do that right now, so let me know in the comment section if you want that. If you want me to go again and maybe try some other ways to defeat this, then I'm certainly willing to do so. But I'm definitely, even if I don't start a new run right now, I'm definitely going to come back to this in the future and see how early access pans out. Yeah, but honestly, if you ask me whether you should buy this right now, if you have played Darkest Dungeon, you like Darkest Dungeon, and you like what you saw here, then sure, go for it. Buy it, play it, help improving the game in early access, and so it's 4. If you have not played Darkest Dungeon yet, go play Darkest Dungeon instead. That's just a no-brainer to me. The whole flavor is just so much better in Darkest Dungeon. That's something I haven't even talked about in here. It's just the atmosphere in that's just spot on in Darkest Dungeon. Here it's just, yeah, partially cheap knockoff, partially kind of pseudo-edgy, I don't know. It's not that great. I prefer the Eldritch Horror genre Darkest Dungeon has to this more generic horror, I guess, that we have here. Anyway, and the enemies are more interesting because, well, here they're just people. So, yeah, your sense of direction is rusty. You're dead. Go away. So yeah, if you haven't played Darkest Dungeon, go play Darkest Dungeon instead. If you have played Darkest Dungeon, play this and try it out. And let me know in the comments whether you want me to play more of this. Until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys next time.